In my last video, I showed you a little bit of this character controller that I created here in Unreal. Now I want to add a metahuman character to this. So I want to create a metahuman and be able to use mixamo animations with that. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. Okay, to create a metahuman, you just need to go to Add, Quixel Bridge, and you must be logged in the Quixel Bridge. Go to Metahumans and just choose any preset here. This will give you the Start Metahuman Creator button. Just click that and the page will be open. Here just hit Start Section, and I'm using Unreal Engine 5.3, so that's the version I'm selecting here. Just hit Launch Metahuman Creator and just wait for the metahuman to open. Okay, it's open now. This can take a little bit of time, so be patient. Here I'm in my metahumans page here, where I have my metahumans that I created for testing. So I want to create a new one, so just go to create and wait a bit for it to load. And here we have all the presets that we can choose from, so we can have a starting point. So let me choose one here. Let me choose this one, Cooper. Just select and wait for it to load and hit create selected. Okay, so now we are in the editor. Here we have all the hotkeys, so you can see the buttons. You can toggle this by hitting this button here. You can turn on and off. So let's start. So the first thing that we have here is blend. Here we can select from different presets to blend together to create the look you want. So for example, if I choose this character and put it here, the metahuman will try to blend this character together to make the main one. So let's choose this one. Let me choose this, and I don't know, let's choose this one. And you can put more characters here, so you can make the character that you're looking for. You also have these control points where you can select and just move around to model the character. You have a lot of points here to manipulate. The nose, the ear. I'm not going to create a good character here. I'm just trying to show you how this works. So let's move on to skin. Here you have all the controls for the skin texture. You can, here in texture, you can move it, you can lower this value to make it more young, or increase to make more old, to have a more old look, like this. You also have the contrast here in the skin and the roughness, basically how shiny it is. You also have control of these marks on the face, these freckles. You can turn it off or just have a little bit of these different marks. You can also change the density to have more or less of this effect, the strength of it, the saturation, and the tone. So I'm just choosing some random values here. You also have this accent, so you can make it, for example, here in the cheeks, I can make it more red by choosing this value here, as you can see. So it's really simple to create a character here. Moving to the eyes, you can choose from these presets here. Just select what you want. You can also change the iris, the color, and the sclera. I'm just going to choose a preset here. I don't know, maybe this. For the teeth, you have all these controls here. You can move it right here in the editor. Just click and hold and drag up and down, and you can see the teeth moving. You can do this for all these points here to get the look that you want. You can also choose from this list. It's the same as this, but you can choose by the name and just moving this, which is the same as this. You can choose the color, the gun color, the plate color, and the amount of flake. And of course you can open more the jaw. Okay, so you can also choose a makeup if you want to, but I'm not going through this now. But you have eyes, blush, lips, you can choose all this here in the foundation. So for the hair, we have the head, which is the hair properly. You can choose from different presets here. Just take your time and choose what you want. Go ahead and just select the hair that you want. I'm just going to select, I don't know, maybe this or this. Okay, I will stick with this. You can also choose the color here. You can choose from a melanin value where you have less or more, or you can choose a preset here. So I'm just going to choose this color here. Okay, for me it's good. You can also change all this value for the details of this hair. So in the eyebrow, it's the same thing. Just choose a preset that you want. Let me choose, okay, I think this is good. So you have also the controls of the details here. The eyelash, same thing. Let me be a little bit more close here so you can see. So you can choose the eyelashes here. You can choose the color, and the details you can change here. Okay, I'll stick with this one. The mustache. Let's choose, I don't know. Okay, I'll select this one. You have also the same controls, the color here, the details. Let's move on to the beard. I think this is good for now. Let me just choose this one. So in the body you have the proportions. You can choose the amount of fat in the character. So if I choose this one, character will be more fat, as you can see, or more skinny. There we go. But for this I'm just choosing the default one, which is this. You can also choose a short character, average, or tall. I'm just going to choose average for this one. Yep. So in the tops we have the shirt. Basically we don't have a lot of presets to choose in this version of metahuman, but I think in the future we have more here to choose. I'm gonna just choose this hoodie. Here you can choose the texture, basically the fabric. You have a lot of options here. You can turn it off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna turn it off and leave it black. You can also choose a detail. Here the same. The color, it's basically the same as this, but we have a more detailed here. So you can choose the different fabric for this part of the shirt, the hoodie. Choose the color here, and you can shift the positions in the horizontal or vertical. Also the scale of it. I like this. I'll leave it like this. You also have the option of choose a graphic for this, basically a symbol in the hoodie. You can choose from these presets here. Let's just choose this one. Okay, I think it's good. So in the bottom we have the pants or shorts. Again, this is not a lot of clothes for this, but I think I'll just choose this one and leave it like this. Again, the same settings you can find here. So let's just move on to the shoes. For the shoes, I don't know, maybe, let me see. Okay, I'll choose this one. I'm just going to change it to black. Okay, I think this is good for now. Remember, this is just a base character. I just want to change that mixamo character to this one. So you also have some animations here, so you can see how the character is looking in animations. You can choose some poses. Let me just choose this face room. You can see how the character behavior, the expressions. You also have the same technical loops for body, so you can see how it looks. Okay, so with the character done, you just don't need to save anything. Here in the up corner, you can see that you have all changes saved. This phrase here, which means that everything is already saved. And this will be in the Quixel bridge in Unreal. So let's move on. Once you have created the metahuman, just go back to Unreal. Again, open the Quixel bridge, go to metahumans, and now go to my metahumans. And the character that you create will be listed here. Just select it. You can choose equality settings here and just hit download and wait for the character to download. This can take some time, so again, be patient. Okay, the character finished downloaded, and when it finished, just hit add to add this character to your project. You can close the Quixel bridge, and when you download a metahuman for the first time, a metahuman folder will be created in your content, and inside this folder you have all the common things that all the metahumans have, and you have the Cooper that has your character. Now that we have the character here, we need to export all its parts. So let me open up. Here in the blueprint, you need to select first the body, find the skeletal mesh, choose to show in browser, then in the asset, right click, asset actions, then export. Choose a file location, save. I don't want the level of detail, so I will uncheck this. I don't need collision, so just uncheck level of detail, collision, and hit export. And do this for all the other parts. So the feet, let's do the same. Asset actions, export, save, and the settings are already done, so let's just export. The same with the legs, export, the torso, export, and the face. Now let's open this in Blender to clean the mesh. Here in Blender is really simple, you just need to import the parts. So let me import an FBX, let me import the face, after you import you have this, the mesh and the bones. We don't need the bones, only the mesh. So what you gotta do is just select the mesh, hit Alt P on the keyboard, then clear and keep transformation. This will separate the mesh from the bones. So now you can select the bones and just delete. And here in the outliner I will delete this Cooper face mesh to only leave this Cooper face mesh 001 because we only need the mesh. So now I'll do the same for the other parts. Okay, after you've done this to all the parts, you have this, all the mesh without the bones. Now I'm gonna join all this part together. So let's select all, hitting A on the keyboard and then Ctrl J. Now it's only one mesh. Now we are ready to export this as an FBX. So I'll just select this mesh, file, export, FBX. Then I'll choose selected object mesh, choose a file name, and just choose character, choose a file location, and then export. Now we can use this cleaned map mesh in the mixamo. Here in mixamo you need to be signed in to your account, then just hit upload character and choose the file. I'm choosing that one that we export in Blender. Just open. Okay, so I don't know why it's green, but it doesn't matter because I'm only using this character as a reference to tweak the animation settings to match this mesh. So it doesn't matter, so it's green. Just hit next. You just need to position this on the right place, like the chin, the wrists, the elbow, knees, and groin. It doesn't need to be perfect, just position them. I'm using Sterling Skeleton, which have the 5 fingers. Just hit next and wait for it to auto rigging this. After the ring is done, this is the result. So just hit next, and if this message show you, just hit next again. So before we can get animations we need to download this mesh as it is in this relaxing pose. So just hit download and change T pose to original pose, because when we do the retargeting animation in Unreal, we need the source skeleton to be in the same position as the target skeleton. So the metahuman relaxing pose is this one, not the T pose. So just change to original pose and hit download. Now we can get some animations. So I'll do really simple, just an idle. Let's search for an idle. I'll choose this one. See, that's why I'm using the mesh, the actual metahuman mesh. As you can see, the hand is clipping through the leg, so I can change this character arm space here to be a little more, and the arms will be have a little distance between this. So that's why I'm using this as a reference. Okay, so let me download this. Let's choose without the skin, because we already downloaded the character, and we'll use the metahuman skin, not this one. I'll choose the 60 and just hit download. I'll do the same for a walking animation, just a simple one, this one. Just select in place. Okay, for me it's good. Just hit download. The settings are already done. Just download. And I'll get a run animation too. Let me see this one. Okay, just hit download and download. Now we can start doing something in Unreal. Okay, so back in Unreal, we need to import the characters and the animations. So here I'm just gonna create a new folder, call it mixamo. Here I'm gonna create a new folder, call it mesh. Another folder to call it raw animations. Okay, so here in mesh, just right click, import, and let's import this character. This character is the one that we downloaded from Mixamo, that has that rig. So just open this up, leave all the default settings as it is, just hit import all. There we go, all the parts are imported here. Let me open to show you this character that we downloaded. We will not use this mesh, this is just a reference. So okay, let me place it here. Now that we import this, just let's import the animation. So here in raw animations, I'm gonna open this folder, just import. Now import all these animations here, the idle, walking, and fast run. Here in the skeleton, you need to choose the character skeleton, this one. That skeleton is the skeleton that we downloaded from Mixamo. This is the Mixamo rig. So just select this and import all. Okay, so now we have that reference with all the animations here in Unreal, as you can see. Now what we need to do is we need to transfer this animation to this character. It has different skeletons. Let me show you. Let me try to show you this. So Let me go here in the mixamo, in the mesh, the skeleton. Then let's go to show. It's not show, I think. Character, bonus, and all. This is the mixamo skeleton. It looks like this. And let me choose body here. Open this one. And this is the metahuman skeleton, so it's different, as you can see. But we need to transfer the animations from this skeleton to this one. To do this, we'll use the animation retargeting. So to create that, here in the mixamo folder, I'm gonna right click, animations, retargeting. Here I'm gonna create first a key rig. So key rig mixamo. Let's open this up. Let me close this. Here in the key rig, we need to select the preview skeleton mesh. This will be the character, the mesh that we downloaded from mixamo. The thing is, we need to tell Unreal all the parts of this body, like the head, the arm, and legs. And we'll do this. You can do this here in the key rig. So first we need to select a root bone. For this skeleton, this is the hips bone, so just select the hips, right click, and set retarget root. So here you can see that retarget root is the hips. Now we can select the parts. So I'm gonna select this, the neck and the head, top, and these three bones here. This three bone makes up the head, so just select all these three, right click, new retarget chain, and I'm gonna leave this as head, the name. The start bone is the neck, the end bone is the head top. The goal, you can leave it as none, just add chain. This will be added here in this list. You need to do the same for all the other parts. So let's do for the left arm. So this start in the left shoulder here and go to the left hand, these four bones here. So just choose this forehand, left shoulder, to the left hand, right click, new retarget chain, left arm, start left shoulder and the left hand, go none, just add the chain. Do the same for the other arm. So let's find the right shoulder and to the right chain hand, the right shoulder to the right hand, right click, new chain, add a chain. Let's do the same for the legs. So the left up leg here to the left foot. So these three bones here, four actually, three bones. So right click, new chain, then add chain. The same for the right leg, new target, add chain. Okay, so we have all these parts here. Now we need to do the same for the metahuman skeleton. So let's do that. I'm gonna go here to the metahumans, Cooper. Actually, in the metahumans, we can place it here. Right click, animation, retargeting, key retargeting. So key rig, sorry. Then I'll say metahuman. Let's open this. Then let's choose the preview skeleton. For this, I'm gonna use this body here, which is the same that we exported. So this part of the metahuman only have the hands, but we don't need the mesh, just the skeleton, so it's okay. Now we need to do the same for this skeleton, and it needs to be like this exactly. So you need to have a head, left arm, left leg, and right leg. We need to do the same here. So for this, the retarget hoot, we have a hoot bone here, which is this bigger one here, but we need to use the pelvis because it's located in the same spot as these hips, as you can see. So just choose the pelvis here, right click, set retarget hoot, and now we can start doing the same thing. So let's find the neck, the first chain in the chain, the neck. So this goes to the head, these 3 bones, right click, new retarget chain, and rename it to head. It's important to have the same name that we choose here because it will automatically set the both to the same because it has the same name. So just choose the same name. Let's do the same for the left arm. In this case, it starts here in the clavicle and goes to the hand here. These 4 bones, right click, new retarget chain, left arm, starting clavicle L and bone hand L, just add the chain. So the next is the right arm, so let's do this. Let's go to the right here, clavicle R, hand, right click, yep, just add the chain. Let's do the same for the legs, so the thigh, L, to the foot, right click, new retarget chain, add the chain, then the right leg, the thigh R to the foot R, right click, new retarget chain, right leg, add the chain. So it's the same name as you can see. Now we can start getting the animations from this skeleton to this one. So for this, I'm going to, in the mixamo folder, right click, animations, retargeting, and this time creating an ikey retargeter. So let's just call this ikey retargeter, then I'll name it mixamo. Let's open this up, and here we need to choose the 2 skeletons, the source ikey rig asset. Let's just choose the ikey rig mixamo. This is where the animations will come from, so it is the source, and the target, this will be the ikey metahuman, ikey rig metahuman, sorry, this one is that we created. Okay, so now as you can see, both skeleton is in the same place. We can change this by changing the target mesh offset. Just choose a value here to put it like to the side, and because we already imported all the animations, they are listed here in the asset browser. If this window is not open to you, you just need to go to the Windows and find the asset browser here. It's this Windows here. So if I open the idle animation, as you can see, it's already done. We have the source animation doing this, source skeleton doing the animation, and the metahuman skeleton doing the same animation. If I choose the walking, as you can see, it's perfect, and the fast run. So to get these animations, let me open up the browser. I'm going to the Cooper, the folder where we have the metahuman. Here I'm gonna create a new folder called animations. Here I'm gonna create a new folder, raw animations. Here is where we're gonna put these retarget animations. So to do that, first let's choose the idle one. Just select it, double click it, and then hit this button, export selected animation. You need to choose a location, so for me it's metahuman, Cooper, animation, then raw animation. Here you can add a prefix to this name. It will remain idle, but you can add a prefix. So I'm just gonna add Cooper, which is the name of the character, underline, then the rest would be this idle name. Just hit export. Okay, and as you can see here in the metahumans folder, Cooper, animations, let's save, animations, raw animations, we have this Cooper idle here. So this is the character doing the animation. Let me just hide these bones here. As you can see, it's already doing the animation. The metahuman is doing the animation. Let's do the same for the other animation. Just double click it here. Let me show the bones here. Yep. Double click it, export selected, choose the folder. For me it's raw animations. In the Cooper folder, add a prefix, Cooper, then export. Let's open this. As you can see, it's doing the animation. Let's do the same for the other one. So the fast, exported, raw animations, and let me add the prefix, export. There we go. We have the animation here. It's not the best animation, but you got the idea. It's really simple to retarget these animations. So now I'm gonna just add this to that controller that I created in my last video to show you the final result. Okay, now you have a metahuman character with the mixamo animation. This is the final result. It's actually the same, but now using this good looking character with a better skeleton. As you can see, the run animation is really terrible, but you can just choose another animation in the mixamo. It has a lot of running animation there. Just choose a better one, but there you go. This is what I want to show you how to do. If you have some questions, just let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time.